Okay, today's makeup is effortless makeup that you've actually taken a really long time to look that effortless. You know when you see celebrities and they look like they've got zero makeup on but still look amazing? That's what I want to achieve. No shine, no gloss, no glow, just skin that looks like skin but looks perfect. Okay, second step is to moisturise my skin. I've already done my zip, which I do first to tighten my skin. I'm now going to moisturise my skin. I'm not putting too much moisturiser on because I just want something that's going to add a touch of moisture without being too slippy. Next thing I want to do is to conceal any areas that need a bit of concealing. And I have these little dark spots. I've got one here, I've got a few blemishes, and I've got a couple of dark spots here which I've recently had zapped, and they're a little bit darker now because when they're zapped, they go darker before they fade, so I'm hoping they will fade. But normally to conceal them, I have been recently using the Victoria Beckham new concealer pen. However, that's really hefty price. So I'm going to go in with the new No. 7 Pro Artist Concealer Pen. And just, it's got a little bit more coverage. It's actually probably a bit too light in colour, this one. But it will work. I just want to push that over the areas and just use my finger to push that in. I'm just going to do the same on the other side. I don't like to do one side and not do the other. I'm actually going to use that just in here as well. This one's got quite a yellow undertone, so it's going to help with my purpleness. Just using that anywhere I want to lift. I'll probably go in with it again in a minute. Now, I'm the No. 7 Makeup Artist Ambassador, so I don't actually technically know what colour this one is because these were sent to me before the numbers were put on the end. So if you like this, pop into store and give it a look, have a look at the colours because I'm not completely sure. I have No. 3 written on this one, but I don't know for definite it is. For definite it is. So next step, I'm going to use my Refi brow just to show any hairs that are there. So because of the shape of this brush, it really coats each hair without coating the skin, which I really like. And I'll go in with one layer and then I go in again because I have very, very fine hairs that almost disappear. So you can see how it's starting to show every hair. So I've been toying with using this Revlon skin tint next. I've put it on the back of my hand, but it has a little bit too much shine. I want my foundation base to be like skin, not too much shine at all. This skin's just been moisturised. I want it to be flatter than that. So I'm thinking I'm going to go in with the McGrath Skin Fetish because it looks quite flat like skin, and that's the sort of appearance I want. So I'm going to go in with this one. I'm going to start off applying it on a setting brush. So I'm even going to take that over my eyes. I'm just doing a thin layer of it all over my skin to start off with, and then I can build on top of it. I just want that to kind of work into my skin and sit a little bit flatter. Next up we've got eyes, and I'm going to go into with the Chanel No. 12 in the Contour Stylo. Really similar colour to that, almost the same, is the Makeup Forever No. 2 Cocoa. Let me show you. So that's the No. 2 Cocoa. Let me show you the Chanel Stylo No. 12. That one next to it is, let me move out of the way so it focuses, Chanel Makeup Forever. I'm going to go in with the Chanel one because Patti LaBrosse uses it on Margot Robbie, so why not? And I just want that on my lid, and then I'm going to take a nice soft blending brush, it's the MAC 217, and just buff that over. So it's basically putting back all the colour I removed, but where I want it. It's such a lovely subtle colour, and I'm going to take that under the eye as well. And I'm going to use the same brush. Just building so that I have a bit more depth by the lash line, but again, blending. My watch just told me I have to stand. In my top waterline, I'm going to take a little bit of brown eyeliner pencil. This Rare Beauty one stays put really, really well, so it shouldn't transfer down too much. And if it does, clean it up and then it shouldn't do it again once it's sealed. So I'm just going to take that in my top waterline, just to make the lashes look thicker but still natural. I'm going to curl my lashes, and then No. 7 Define and Enhance Mascara in Black Brown. I'm I'm going to run a little bit of that on my bottom lashes as well. Next step, concealer, but I want one that has a little bit more coverage. So I'm toying between the MAC Studio Radiance in N18. This dries nice and flat. Or the Huda Beauty Faux Filter in my colour is Vanilla Swirl. They both have amazing coverage, but don't set too shiny. I'm going to go with the MAC one because I've used this quite a lot in videos, so I'm sure you will have seen it before. So let's do the MAC one because I haven't used it as much. And I'm going to take that where I need a little bit more coverage. I want a brush that I can push this product into the skin so it becomes part of my skin. This is the Real Techniques Soft Accent Brush, which is 421. Hopefully they still do it. And I'm just going to push that into my skin. So it doesn't matter that I positioned the product on my chin because I'm actually pushing it all over. Just because the majority of it is placed there, I'm still making sure that I'm stippling it all over the skin. Now I just want to wing my eyes up a tiny bit but not be massively noticeable, she says. So I'm going to take a tiny bit of brown eyeshadow. I think I'm going to use this one by MAC, which is Brun. I'm not sure if they still do it. It's basically a flat matte, got no shine. On an angle brush, and I just want to push it there. That's it. Don't need to do any more than that. I just wanted it to lift that a tiny fraction. Next for bronzer, I want such a natural bronzer, so I'm going to go for either of these. The Mario, this is so gorgeous. This is the Soft Sculpt Bronzing Sculpt Serum. It's so light and natural, it's gorgeous. Or this one by Sculpted by Aimee, and this is a Liquid Lights liquid bronzer in Warm Bronze. Let's do this one, because I think I might have used this in a video. So let's try and show you this one. The reason I've gone for them is they've got no shine. So I'm just going to take that up here, here, and here. And then I'm going to take a sponge. Use my sponge to buff it into my skin. This is going to go right into my hairline. Dabbing it in this area. I want a little bit more, but I'm actually going to paint this onto here so I can put it over my face straight from the sponge this time. Because I want to take it across my nose as well. And I'm hoping that hasn't got too much shine. Maybe I should have done the Chanel one. It's got a bit of shine, hasn't it? So because it's got a little bit more shine than I wanted, I'm going to go in with a bronzer. This is a Charlotte Tilbury one, airbrush bronzer. The colour has been rubbed off because I've used it. So I'm going to take that on a brush and just buff that over the top so it will cling to it, but just flatten that down again, but also seal it into place. To be honest, I wanted to use a bronzer anyway because I'm going to run a little bit through my socket. So just with my eyeshadow brush and taking a little bit of the bronzer, and that's just going to go through there as well. It's just warming up there. I'm going to take my Chanel stylo, just run that there, just to create a little bit of shadow so my lips look slightly fuller. A little bit of Charlotte Tilbury's powder. This is in number 1. I have hit pan, and just any areas that I want to take the shine away, add a touch of that, using a small brush so that I can really isolate where I want to powder. On my lips, I just want to shape them. I have got this Hilden pencil in Hayley. This is a silk to set a long wear pencil. I've not tried this before, so I don't know what the colour will be like, but I quite like the texture of it, so let's give it a go. And I just want to frame the outside of my lips, because that's my lip shape. Naturally, I've not drawn over my lips, it's just that top bit doesn't have any colour, which really irritates me, but I've not drawn over them. But I've booked in to go and have lip blush done, so we'll see. I'm then going to take a Q-tip and just, or a cotton bud as we call them, but Q-tip for America, and just soften it. What does it say on the actual package? Cotton buds. In America, does it say Q-tip on them? Oh, it says cotton buds. I'm interested, and I don't know why I would call it Q-tip first. It's like I call a pharmacy a drugstore now. I'm like, when did that become what I call things. My daughter says garbage and trash, and I'm like, no, rubbish. But I love that we are so close. But it's just interesting, isn't it? So I'm really softly buffing that away. It might have actually been too dark. The thing is, this lip liner stays really well, and I don't want it to stay well, I want it to smudge. And I have to go back to my normal lip liner. So that lip liner hasn't worked. It's nothing to do with lip liner. Lip liner's actually brilliant and stayed put. But I wanted it to smudge more, and it's too good. My Mario lip pencil that I use almost every day in Dimerty. I'm going to go over that with my Chanel liquid powder in 974. So there you have the finished look. Maybe I put a little bit more on than necessary, but it actually does look really nice and natural, which is what I wanted to achieve. I wanted a nice flat skin that doesn't look like I've got tons of product on. A little bit of something to shape my eyes that will wear off lovely and not look like I've got too much on. I just look like a better version of what I looked like before. Yeah, hope you've enjoyed that. Leave me a comment below. If you want to see anything else, let me know. I love your inspiration, and I love when you tell me what you're looking for and what you're after. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and yeah, I will see you soon. Take care, bye.